All right, so now we have a button that will alert a little message there. So, like I said, one of the big benefits of being able to use components is that you can reuse a lot of code. So, what if we want to change this message? Well, we certainly wouldn't want to create a new component just for a different message. That would kind of violate our separation of concerns. So we can add a value store on this component, and that is called an attribute. And we add that by using the aura namespace and then attribute. Now, this is a component attribute. When we're editing the actual element, we're going to add element attributes. So an element attribute would be name, and this is what we're going to call this value store. It's kind of like a variable. So let's just call this message, and we need to give it a type. In this case, we're just going to do a simple string, and we can also give it a default value by using the default attribute. And let's just say default hello message. Okay. Now let me just make this bigger so you can see more of the code. Okay, perfect. So let's save that. And let's go back to our controller. So rather than just alerting a static hello value here, we want to pull that information from our attribute called message. So let's do that. We have access to this component object that's passed into this function. And this component object is the representation of this whole component. So let's access the attribute on that component. So we can do that by component.get and then v.message. But if we just did this, it would just execute. So let's store this to a local variable. So const message equals component.get v.message. And then we want to alert that message. So if we save this and go back to our test application and update preview, we'll now see default hello message. Great. So we're accessing that attribute value.